A tentative May trial date has been set for one of the two teens charged in the death of a Scottsbluff boy. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the 17-year-old charged in the January stabbing death of 15-year-old Wyatt Reeb in Scottsbluff made his first appearance in Scottsbluff County District Court. Devontae Costella pleaded not guilty to charges of murder in the second degree and use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony. Also during Friday's appearance, he waived his preliminary hearing in the case, and in turn, Judge Andrea Miller set the case for a pretrial hearing on April 16th and for the jury term that begins on May 5th. 16-year-old co-defendant Corey Rotherham Jr.'s case still remains in Scottsbluff County Court. Both young men, who are being charged as adults, remain detained on a $1 million cash bond. Well, a 24-year-old Scottsbluff man who was arrested following an August shots-fired investigation has struck a plea deal to avoid having to stand trial. Quentin Beery was arrested following an altercation this summer that occurred in the 1700 block of 7th Avenue. Court documents say that Beery, a convicted felon, was arguing with people in the street and reportedly shot a gun into the air at least twice. Officers found shell casings in the street and had video of him tossing the firearm into a yard. Last week in district court, he pleaded guilty to a pair of Class 2 felony charges, attempted possession of a firearm by a prohibited person, and tampering with evidence. Sentencing carries up to 20 years in prison when he's back in court on March 24th. We'll have more news right after this.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
I would definitely recommend Allo's business services to other companies. Allo's next-gen firewalls have allowed us to tie 6 physical locations together along with numerous remote employees to produce and collaborate and generate content for our local radio group. It is very important for Nebraska Rural Radio Association to have the best in internet and phone service. We rely upon that every single day. Allo provided me with a solution that fit our needs. They have a quality product, great technical support, and a local presence in their community.
Welcome back. 19 projects by 8 Panhandle organizations are among the 136 across the state receiving waste and litter reduction and recycling grants from the Nebraska Department of Environment and Energy this year. Out of nearly $10 million in grants, more than $1.2 million will be coming to our region in support of various efforts to help the environment. Locally, Keep Scottsbluff Gearing Beautiful is receiving more than $129,000 for their programming, including the hazardous household waste and prescription drug take-back events. Langer Industrial Service is getting $415,000 to purchase and install shredding and grinding equipment to process scrap tires into crumb rubber. Well, the Western Nebraska Regional Airport has received a top award from the Nebraska Department of Transportation's Division of Aeronautics. WNRA was announced as the 2024 Airport of the Year during the Nebraska Aviation Council's annual symposium last week in Kearney. The Scottsbluff Airport was recognized for its vital role in aviation, community engagement, and regional development, and called a critical resource for western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. The airport was also lauded for active community engagement through aviation events and collaboration with local schools, as well as providing support for freight services, air med operations, and ag partnerships.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, that frontal system continues overhead and temperatures continue to fluctuate with it. We're going to fall down into the teens tonight for a period of time. Temp's going to really oscillate back and forth over the next several days. Yesterday we hit 65 after a morning low of 37 degrees. Nothing in the rain gauge. We're underway with a new month, about a tenth of an inch short of where we should be coming out of the month of January, and still running over 17 inches behind normal for snowfall. Last month, we ended the last 5 days of the month on a warm note. That continued into the first couple of days. Today, we're technically going to go down with high temperatures near 50, but that was really early this morning. Right now, precip chances are low, not zero. It's really hard to pinpoint a day where maybe we'll see some more snow. Winds are going to be elevated over the next several days, windy on Wednesday being the windiest day of the week. Look at this wide variant of temperatures right now. We have temperatures ranging from the teens here at Chadron, 12, 11 at Gordon. Then we go to a swath of 20s, mid and upper 20s. From Casper through Scotts Bluff down to Kimball and over to Sydney. 34 in Pine Bluffs. There's a 43 in Cheyenne, and Laramie on the board with almost 50 degrees. It is a huge variant in temperatures, and that's going to continue over the next several days. Winds are out of the east-northeast, gusting at times over 20 miles an hour. So wind chills below zero from Chadron and Gordon all the way up into the 30s and 40s down into Fort Collins. Out the door tomorrow, we're going to start the day with temperatures in the teens, probably warming into the 30s tomorrow afternoon as all, and we're going to be right above this system. You're going to see more clouds off to the north and east of us, and that's going to continue here over the next couple of days. We're going to remain under the influence of that system. Day to day going to vary whether or not we're going to see more in the way of colder temperatures or be on the warmer side of things. And then off and on, hit or miss snow flurries and snow showers not out of the question. Lows tonight, single digits to the 20s. Highs tomorrow, 20s to 50s, depending on where you're at. And again, it can vary as much as 20 to 30 degrees in just a short area. And temps really could oscillate back and forth, warmer for a few hours, then colder in one location tomorrow. And it looks like precip, again, going to be very light, very scattered, not enough to measure at any one location here over the next couple of days. Let's take a look at our forecast then. 13 tonight for a low. Tomorrow, we're going to call it near 40 with mostly cloudy skies. Our warmest day looks to be Wednesday, when we'll be in the 60s. 40s to near 50 Thursday, low 50s Friday, then back into the 30s. Then I think by Monday of next week, we're going to stay consistently colder with temperatures back into the 20s for highs.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
Heavy hoops from this past weekend and the weekend in front of us as well. Let's start from a few days ago. We featured 12 broadcasts with 10 of those on the TV side for the Western Conference girls and boys tournaments. On Saturday at WNCC, champions were crowned. We'll start with the boys game as Scotts Bluff really on cruise control for their 70-48 win over Sydney. Nate Kelly led all scorers with 19 points. Trey Boswell had 17. The Bearcats with double-figure games from 3 players in total. Scottsbluff connected on 10 three-point makes, but head coach Scott Golian said the key to the tournament championship was their strong defense against the Red Raiders.
And it starts with Dez, Dez and Nate primarily, but other guys played tremendous too, just pressuring the basketball and making guys uncomfortable. But Dez was tremendous on Kaiser at the start of the game, and he brought that energy when he dove on the floor. That gets energy. Our guys got to understand that a little bit better sometimes, but he dove on the floor. That got energy. He's clapping. He gets a strip. And then Nate pressuring the basketball up top. And our guys just playing together.
Scottsbluff winning their 4th straight Western Conference tournament on the boys' side. The 3rd place game saw Gering knock off Alliance. It was also the top 2 seeds arriving for the girls' title game, with Sydney winning handily over Gering. That final was 60-38. The Lady Raiders showed off their depth, and their full-court defense forced Gering into 25-plus turnovers in the game. Sydney closed the first half with a little run to go up by 8 points, and then they held Gering to just 2 baskets from the field in the 3rd quarter and took full control. Known for his 5-for-5 substitutions over the years, Sydney coach Tyler Shaw talked after the game about more 1-for-1 and 2-for-2 substitutions in that win.
Honestly, we need to see different combinations. We have to mix groups a little bit and see them in, we can see it in practice, but, when you put people in the stands, it gets a little bit different. So seeing some different mixed groups and just trying to be creative and flexible as the game goes and how the game dictates, and that's what we're trying to do.
For Gering, still a solid weekend with 2 wins, including a semifinal victory over Scottsbluff. That came on Friday night. The Bearcat girls bounced back from that to beat North Platte for 3rd place on Saturday morning. This upcoming weekend, we'll have 12 TV games between Friday and Saturday for the Western Trails Conference tournaments from Cougar Palace up at the college. Also, both Gering and Scottsbluff, they'll have road trips on Friday and home games on Saturday with radio coverage only. Cougar basketball had just 1 game on Friday. It was a standalone men's contest on the road. The Cougars win at North Platte Community College, 101-97. Right now, it's a high-powered attack for the Cougar men. They've improved to 3-1 in South Sub-Region play to take the lead in the conference standings. Kellen Harris led 5 in double figures with 22 points. The men and women will be on the road at Lamar on Saturday. And there was plenty of high school wrestling as well. Multiple recap articles are posted on the website with team scores and links to all the individual finishes. You can check all of that out online. That's the latest today from right here at the Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the very best. At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital. Exceptional care right here at home.
Calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The Community Calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, it was fun to do while it lasted, but the doors of a fairly new Gehring restaurant will be closing. On Thursday, Garrett and Kisa Gardner, the owners of Melt Fondue, announced on their Facebook page they will be shutting their restaurant down when their lease expires in April. At the end of the day, they said the decision was based in part on needing to spend more time with family. The finer dining option was a unique experience for foodies in the Valley, as their standard dinner course included veggies and melted cheese, meats and flavored broth, and fruits and cakes with melted chocolate. The Gardners said their LLC is for sale, but if there are no takers, they'll pivot to catering and food fairs. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.